Let's be honest, hiring the right programmers can absolutely make or break your entire project. I mean, everything. Your timeline, your budget, your success, it all hangs in the balance. So in this explainer, we're going to give you a super clear roadmap to find and, more importantly, secure that top-tier talent. Let's do this.
So this is it, right? This is the big question. The people who are writing the code, they're not just employees, they're the architects of your vision. Doesn't matter if you're building a brand new app from scratch or just maintaining a massive complex system. Getting this part right is, well, it's everything. So where do you even begin?
Here's our game plan. First, we're going to get a lay of the land. Explore the different types of programmers so you actually know who you're looking for. Then, we'll walk through a simple 4-step hiring process, from figuring out what you need all the way to keeping your new hire happy. And finally, we'll look at a really powerful alternative, outsourcing. Let's jump right in.
Okay, before you even think about writing a job description, you gotta speak the language. You really need to understand the key roles in the development world so you know exactly who you're trying to find. So first up, we've got the front-end developer. Think of them as the architects and interior designers of your digital world. They build everything a user actually sees and touches, the buttons, the layout, the whole flow of the experience. Basically, if you can see it and click it, a front-end dev probably built it.
And then you've got the back-end developer. Now, if the front end is the car's slick paint job and comfy seats, the back end is the engine, the transmission, everything under the hood that makes the car actually go. They're the ones managing the servers, the databases, and all the logic that powers the whole system from behind the scenes. And this slide just breaks it down perfectly. Front end is what your user sees, back end is what makes it all work. Mistaking one for the other is a super common and frankly a really costly hiring mistake. Getting this distinction right is your first absolutely critical step.
But wait, there's more. The landscape is even bigger. You've got your full-stack developer, who's kind of like a jack of all trades, handling both front-end and back-end. They're often a fantastic choice for early-stage startups that need that versatility. Then there are mobile app developers, who live and breathe iOS and Android. Data scientists, they're your data detectives, finding hidden patterns you never knew existed. And DevOps engineers, they're like the master mechanics of the digital world, making sure everything deploys smoothly and runs like a dream.
Okay, so now that we know all the players, it's time to get down to business. Step 1 is all about the plan. Seriously, a successful search is built on a crystal clear understanding of what you actually need. This whole process is your foundation. You got to start with your why. What are the business goals here? Then you move to the what, which specific technologies are absolutely essential. And only then can you build the how, a compelling job description that attracts the right people, not just by selling the role, but by selling your mission.
All right, you've got your blueprint in hand. It is time to cast your line. But where are the best fishing spots? Let's explore the main channels for finding that top-tier talent.
So you basically got 3 main options, and each one has its own strengths. Job boards like LinkedIn, they're your go-to for finding a long-term, full-time employee. Freelance marketplaces like Upwork, on the other hand, are perfect for shorter-term projects or finding really specialized skills. And if you need a whole team like yesterday, outsourcing providers offer these pre-vetted specialists who are ready to hit the ground running.
Okay, the applications are rolling in. Now for what is maybe the most critical phase, separating the great candidates from the merely good ones. This is all about moving beyond the resume to find the right person for your team.
Just follow this 3-step process, and you'll be in great shape. First, you've got to scrutinize their credentials. Does their portfolio actually match what their resume says? And please, always check references. Then, in the interview, really focus on those soft skills: communication, problem-solving, culture fit, and finally, don't just take their word for it. A practical coding test gives you real, tangible proof of their skills. Now, this is such a crucial insight. A great interview is not an interrogation. It's a conversation. When you give candidates the space to ask you questions, you're not just assessing them. Guess what? They're assessing you too. And this mutual evaluation, that is the key to finding a long-term successful fit.
So, you did it. You found the perfect candidate, and they've accepted your offer. Congratulations! But the work is not over. In fact, what you do next is absolutely vital for turning that great hire into a truly valuable, long-term member of your team.
Great retention isn't about just one thing. It's about building a whole supportive ecosystem. It all starts on day one, with clear training and a mentor.
But it continues with a culture of collaboration, real opportunities to grow, and consistent, fair feedback. This isn't just about making employees happy, it's a smart investment in a team that will actually stay and grow with you.
Now that four-step process we just covered is the classic way to hire someone in-house. But what if you need to move faster? Or maybe you need more flexibility? Well, let's explore outsourcing. It's a powerful strategy for getting the talent you need exactly when you need it.
So let's really quickly break down the 5 key benefits you get with this approach.
Just think about the advantages here. First off, it's way faster. These vendors have talented people ready to go. It's often more cost-effective because you get to skip all the overhead like benefits and payroll taxes. You get instant access to vetted, high-quality talent without that long, painful search. Plus, the vendor handles all the HR stuff, from onboarding to retention. And maybe best of all, you gain incredible flexibility, so you can scale your team up or down as your project demands. It's a game changer.
So what's the big takeaway here? Whether you decide to hire in-house or outsource, the formula for success is pretty much the same. You start by clearly defining your needs. You search in the right places, you assess your candidates rigorously, and you commit to setting them up for success. Nail these 4 steps and you are well on your way.
So, the path is laid out for you. You now have the map to find the talent that is going to turn your vision into a reality. The only question left is, who are you going to choose to build your future?